Um, I'm right now in a place where you have a reputation of being very successful, having people lose weight the correct way. Is that true?
Yes.
What's the name of your place?
The name of the office is called Weight No More Diet Center.
And when did it start?
16 and a half years ago, but I've been in the weight loss business for almost 25 years.
Well, we're not calling it business. You're trying to help people live a better lifestyle. Is this correct?
It's absolutely a lifestyle changing business.
Okay,
no
so
question.
that's obvious, okay.
Right.
And what made you decide this is what you wanted to get into? Was there anything that happened or anything?
Yes, something specifically did happen.
Would you like to share it with us?
I was always a very slim woman, and then about 46, 47, 48 in the perimenopause, I put on
That's not 1946, that's when you were You mean you are more than 46 years?
Right.
I would never thought that possibility.
Old. And I started to gain a little weight, and I had been in the dance business, and
excuse me, you had a dance studio?
I had 2 dance studios, a children's gymnastics, performing arts division.
So you were in a regimented exercise
program. I was
program.
in a physical fitness business, and I thought I'd be skinny forever. And towards the late 40s, I started to put on some weight. But all professional dancers are 8 to 10 pounds underweight, and I thought I'd never gain weight. And I did, and then I gained some more. And then it was time for the first time in my life, about 49 years old, to diet. And I didn't want to go the way of the Weight Watchers, overeaters.
Well, what was available then? You're talking...
There were very few places available except Weight Watchers and things like that. There was an Ideal Weight that was in business years ago.
But what was your negative thing to a program like that?
I'm a private person.
Also, you didn't want to go
And I
through?
really didn't want to sit in a large group of people that I didn't care about. And I knew that because of my tough personality, I needed something more precise.
Oh, you're just a peach of a person here.
No, I needed something one-on-one. But the funny thing is my closest friend worked for a very, very big diet doctor in Brooklyn. I won't mention his name. I could have gone for free to have injections or pills, and that was very, very popular then.
In those days...
Pills and injections.
No. In those days, diet doctor meant you came in, he did nothing but took your blood pressure maybe. He gave you some amphetamines.
Right.
Maybe some Seconal because you couldn't sleep with the amphetamines.
And my girlfriend worked for this very nationally known doctor, and I decided...
Didn't make sense to you.
I was afraid, I didn't agree, and I knew if I was gaining weight in my late 40s, and I could never gain weight before, I better learn how to eat if there was a chance in hell of me keeping the weight off.
Okay,
that
fine.
I knew.
So we're at the point, you had this idea, what did you do next?
I went to a medical nutritionist recommended by colleagues of mine. At that time I was in the personnel business, I was a headhunter, and I went to this medical nutritionist, and I paid a lot of money, I wasn't covered, and I saw him 2-3 times a week, and not only did I lose the weight, but for the first time in my life I was on a diet. And then I took a few courses. I got interested in nutrition, and I took a few courses in Brooklyn College on nutrition, some biology, some science, just to play around with it. Not interested in a career. I was making a lot of money as a headhunter. And
well, you should say you're getting people jobs.
Yes, I got people jobs, and I was very successful at it. And after getting involved with the nutrition, with my own weight problem, with losing all of the weight, seeing a nutritionist 2-3 times a week, picking his brain, getting involved in that subject, I quit my job and that career, and I took a job in the weight loss business, and the minimum wage 25 years ago was $3.15 an hour, and I left a $65,000 a year job.
Which is like double today.
Right. You're right, because, and that was at the time, I always like to tell people, Jimmy Carter was president, and inflation was 18-19%. There were no jobs, and I was very successful that first year, and I got into the weight loss business.
Okay, so now you work for a particular program?
I work for a particular company that's long since out.
Okay, let's stop there. So when you worked there, what did you see you liked, and what did you see you didn't like? Your initial exposure to what we call a way of people losing weight, whatever you want to call it. What did they do you
I
did like?
liked the fact that they saw people, excuse me, 2-3 times a week, but there was private service, but they also sold supplements and some food. And that I didn't like, but it was my first entry-level job into the weight loss business, and I could afford to do it because I had a dance studio.
Okay, the food, you didn't like the food because you thought
No,
it was just
I
a way of
didn't
making money for them, and not...
Right.
Absolutely.
I felt that people got hung up on it. There was some magic that was in the food that was going to get them thin. They didn't work as hard at losing weight. But I still was supporting myself, and I was learning the industry.